All right, let's dive in. Today we're going to unpack a timeless story that you'll see reveals a very, very modern problem. That frustrating gap between the help we ask for and the wisdom we get instead. I came here for a loan, not advice. Wow. This quote is really the heart of the whole thing, isn't it? It's just packed with frustration, a feeling I bet a lot of us know all too well. So, where does a line like this come from? And what can it teach us about how we actually help each other? To really understand the fire behind that quote, we need to jump back in time and meet this legendary character named Nasruddin. So, our story kicks off with a pretty big ambition. Nasruddin, who is this famous, kind of quirky character from folklore, decides he wants to buy an elephant. Yeah, an elephant. He knows it's a huge purchase, and he definitely doesn't have the cash for it. So what do? You got a big idea, empty pockets. You go to your wealthiest friend to ask for a loan. He's probably hoping for a pretty simple, straightforward transaction. And this is where the mismatch begins. His friend doesn't just say no. Oh, no. He launches into this whole lecture. He's like, Nasruddin, what are you thinking? Elephants are incredibly expensive to keep. How are you going to feed it? Where are you going to house it? And it's right then that Nasruddin fires back with that killer line, I came here for a loan, not advice.
What's so amazing about this ancient story is how current it feels, right? It taps directly into a frustration that I think defines a lot of our modern lives.
I mean, just think about it for a second. From your well-meaning aunt to, some random person on the internet, we are just constantly bombarded with opinions and solutions we never even asked for. Nasruddin's cry is basically the silent scream of anyone who just wanted a little support but got a whole lecture instead.
So let's just be super clear about what we're talking about here. Unsolicited advice is simply offering your take on someone's situation without them asking for it. Now, it often comes from a really good place, a desire to help, but it just completely misses the mark because, well, it wasn't invited.
But here's where the story gets a little tricky. It's so easy to just side with Nasruddin, right, to cheer for him as he puts up his boundaries. But if we do that, we might be missing a really crucial part of the lesson.
Let's just pause for a second and ask a tough question. Wasn't his friend, wasn't he right? I mean, the costs of owning an elephant are astronomical. His friend was pointing out a very real, very expensive problem that Nasruddin was about to walk right into. And this highlights something we could call the shadow paradox. It's this idea that we sometimes get so put off by the delivery, the unsolicited lecture, that we completely reject the content, even when that content might actually be valuable. Nasruddin wasn't asking for a business plan. He was just asking for a loan. So the key takeaway here is not to overcorrect. If we only sympathize with Nasruddin, we risk falling into a few traps. Like using a story to just reject all unsolicited input, or starting to believe that any and all advice is intrusive, or, and this is a big one, confusing someone's genuine desire to help with them thinking they have the right to advise you. The real heart of the conflict, then, isn't really about who's right or who's wrong. It's about a total mismatch in communication. It's about the huge difference between help and coaching. This breakdown just shows the disconnect perfectly. Look, Nasruddin wanted a loan. That's direct assistance. What he got was a lecture. He asked for his friend to trust his judgment, but what he got was doubt. And maybe most importantly, he just wanted a simple yes or no, but instead he got a you shouldn't even be asking this. They were having two completely different conversations.
So, the big question is, how do we avoid this trap in our own lives? How do we get better at both asking for and, offering help? Well, this story actually gives us a pretty clear roadmap.
And here's the practical takeaway. Personally, for ourselves, we can practice being crystal clear about what we actually need. Interpersonally, the golden rule is just to ask. Hey, what kind of help would be useful for you right now? And professionally, it's about knowing the difference between a client asking for your advice and, say, a colleague just asking for some simple assistance.
So here it is, a super simple, 3-step process for being a better helper. First, actually listen to what the person is asking for. Really listen. Second, if you're not sure, just ask, what kind of support do you need? And third, either give them that support, or if you can't, just offer a clear and respectful no. No lecture needed.
Ultimately, this ancient story leaves us with a really powerful, modern mantra for growth. It's all about honoring boundaries. It's about having the clarity to ask for what we truly need and having the wisdom to give others what they're actually asking for. So the question isn't just about whether the advice is good or not, but whether it was requested in the first place. And that is definitely something we're thinking about.